17.
Tony 17.
Carrie 16. Bailey 16.
Trey 17.
Good morning. I'm going to be doing my tribute speech. My tribute speech is dedicated to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. because he achieved so many accomplishments during his time. Dr. King did not only change the view on different races for his generation, but also for future generations. According to the King Center website, which was last updated in 2014, Martin Luther was the first son but second child to be born to Reverend Martin Luther King Sr. and Alberta Williams King. He was born on January 15, 1929 in Atlanta, Georgia. King grew up in the church because his dad was the senior pastor at Ebenezer Baptist Church. First, I'm going to be talking about his education. He went to the Morehouse College for a sociology degree in 1948. And then after he finished his time at the Morehouse, he went to Crozer Theological Seminary in Pennsylvania in 1951. And then after he completed his course of time there, he graduated in systematic studies at Boston University. During his time, since there was like segregation laws and like Jim Crow laws, all that, he was in his classes. He was primarily like the only black, or maybe out one or two. So he was with whites most of the time. But he became president of one of his classes, which was like a big accomplishment because it was like all whites. Anyways, and then he became the pastor of Dexter Avenue Baptist Church in Montgomery in 1954. He was a member of the executive committee of the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, and then he became president of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. On June 18, 1953, King married Soretta Scott in Alabama. And then he was the first Negro nonviolent demonstration of contemporary times in the U.S. During his years as an activist, he marched on like Selma, and then he gave many speeches in Washington, and he like led his, not revolts, but like, I don't know what you would call them. What would you call them? He led like petitions or whatever. He led them non-violently, but people like didn't like that. So like whites or whatever, they didn't like that. So at 9:15 p.m., while King was speaking at a mass meeting, his home was bombed. His wife and daughter was not injured, but later King addressed the angry crowd that gathered outside his home. Through 1957 and 1968, he spoke 2,500 times. And although that he fought to unite people through nonviolence, his mother was shot and killed on June 30th in 1974 while sitting at the organ in her husband's church, which was Avenue Baptist Church in Atlanta. Her killer was Marcus Wayne, and when asked why he murdered his mother, he said because she was Christian and his enemies were Christians because he was Hebrew. Well, throughout his life, Dr. King accomplished many things, as I said before. On the website Nobel Prize King, last updated 2015 states that King was the youngest man to receive the Nobel Peace Prize at the age of 25. And Alabama outlawed bus segregations after the Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat on the bus, so they outlawed that in Alabama. And then he got his first book the publication of his first book, Strive Toward Freedom. And then the effects were that the U.S. Supreme Court outlawed most of the segregation stuff, and then there were not any more Jim Crow laws, and schools in public places were not segregated, and Dr. King made whites, blacks, Mexicans, whatever, viewed as equal. Although King was shot by James Earl Ray on the morning of April 4th, 1968, according to the U.S. History website last updated in 2013, his efforts still carry on. King desired to see a nation where every person had the same value. My tribute speech was dedicated to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. because if he didn't march on Selma or give all those speeches, then our nation wouldn't be in the place it was today. We wouldn't be going to school with whites and Mexicans. We wouldn't be like integrated. We'd still be separated. So that's a big accomplishment for our century.
Alexa 16, Jason 17,
Tony 17,
Carrie 16, Bailey 16,
Troy 17,